So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Belgrade, the April 11th pool, and we're going to have our third match today, day 2 of the final tournament, and that's going to be a classification match for the places 5th to 8th. The Ferencvaros players are arriving to the pool, and the opponent will be the Italian team Brescia. Two disappointed teams, of course. Brescia went down to Viagmeni yesterday, surprisingly, in the quarterfinal. Ferencvaros were beaten once again by Prodeco, just like in last year's semi-final and in the final 2 years ago here in Belgrade. We have two final scores from today's program, also for the classification 5th to 8th places. Olympiacos with a surprisingly big victory over Juk Dubrovnik, 14-5. But then came the first semi-final. It was a thrilling match between Novi Belgrade and Barceloneta, 8-all in regular time, and in the end 12-10 after the penalty shootout for the host team. So Novi Belgrade already in the final. Barceloneta will play for the bronze medal in 2 days' time. So the Italian players are coming to the pool, and now the leadership of Dinesh Varga, the captain of Ferencvaros, also the green and whites, coming to the podium. And in a few moments, the two teams will be introduced to the crowd. Still no rain, that's the good news in Belgrade.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the LAN Champions League Final Leg. The third match of today's program is classification 5th to 8th place, where we'll play Water Polo Club Brescia between Ferencvaros. Following players will play for Brescia.
So the Brescian team,
Cristian Presciutti, number 1,
the captain, introduced
number 2,
first, and then Petar Tesanovic, first choice goalkeeper, Vincenzo Dolce also in the squad, Tommaso Cianazza, George Lazic, the Georgian international, Boris Vapensky, Vincenzo Renzuto, Konstantin Harkov, member of the Croatian national team, Jacopo Alessiani, Stefano Luongo, Eduardo Di Somma, Nicolo Gitto, and the other goalkeeper, Tommaso Vaginecchi. And the coach since 2009, the bench of Brescia, Alessandro Bovo. So the Hungarian team, Dinesh Varga, the captain of the team, Daniel Sakonyi, the number 1 cap, Erik Molnar, Viktor Vadovic, Daniel Merkov, the Russian, scoring twice yesterday against Prodeco, Stylianos Argyropoulos, the Greek international, Nemanja Ubovic, the Serb, Gergő Fekete, Vendel Vigvári, Ádám Nagy, Dinesh Varga, Szilárd Jansik, Italian international Luca Damonte, and actually the first choice goalkeeper, Soma Fogel. And Zsolt Varga, the Olympic champion, the head coach of Ferencvaros. The two referees, Sébastien Dervier from France and David Gomez from Spain. So two disappointed teams. Actually, Brescia won their group in the prelims, and they were the big favorites of the match against Viagmeni. And they started pretty slowly, and they turned to be decisive. They lost by 11 goals to 10 in the end. So they are now here in the lower-ranking semi-final. There's the team list of Brescia. Vincenzo Renzuto, as well as Jacopo Alessiani and Stefano Luongo, scoring twice yesterday. They were the top scorers of the team. Dolce, Cianazza, Vapensky and Di Somma also on the score sheet against Viagmeni. Ferencvaros only scored 4 times yesterday against Recco. Daniel Merkulov scoring twice, Fekete and Vigvári 1 goal respectively. Zsolt Varga, tomorrow is going to be his last match at the bench of Ferencvaros. Emotional moments for the Olympic champion, who will focus solely on the role of the national head coach in the Hungarian team. He was named for that position last summer, and the agreement was with the Hungarian Federation that this summer he's going to leave Ferencvaros and will concentrate only for the head coach position of the national team. So the Ferencvaros players were also disappointed, of course, after last match against Recco. Especially in the offensive play, of course, scoring only 4 times. Zsolt Varga said, okay, conceding 8 times against Recco, that's okay. But scoring only 4 goals in a Champions League quarter-final, that can't be enough. I remember the European Championship final back in 1997 that the Hungarian team managed to win by 3 goals to 2 against Yugoslavia, thanks to the 3 goals from Kasás, and that doesn't happen too often in water polo. So 8-4 the loss for Ferencvaros yesterday against Recco. So the team talks are being kept. So the last but one match for Zsolt Varga with Ferencvaros. He had an emotional farewell in Hungary on the Margaret Island. The last Champions League group match against Sabadell a couple of weeks ago. So the Hungarian fans are still here in Belgrade. They are behind their team. The Green and Whites, the most popular club of Hungary, who have a couple of great teams, not only in water polo. In water polo, actually, also the women's team. The football team, ice hockey team, the handball teams. The women's team qualified for the Final Four of the Champions League. So busy days and busy weeks for Ferencvaros. Brescia will play in the white caps, Ferencvaros in the blue ones, actually in the black ones. And we're gonna have the first swim off. Gergő Fekete will try to clinch the ball first from Ferencvaros. Here's Petar Tesanovic, the first choice goalkeeper of Brescia. And here is the number 7 from Ferencvaros, Gergő Fekete. And his opponent will be in the swim-off, Konstantin Harkov, natural-born Russian, who's represented Croatia recently, also winning the European Championship title against Hungary, actually, last year in Split and the Europeans. So everyone is ready for the action. Now, there we have the first sprint. And Gergő Fekete reaches the ball first. So Ferencvaros have the first possession. Argyropoulos. 2 years ago here in Belgrade, Ferencvaros defeated Brescia in a thrilling match in the semi-final. The classman match The classification match for the 5th place is at stake. And still by the Italians. Jacopo Alessiani caught the ball. The first offensive play of Brescia. A great defensive play by Daniel Merkulov, who managed to grab the ball, and Ferencvaros once again tried to take the lead. Viktor Vadovic passes to captain Dénes Varga. Varga gets it back. Vadovic, long distance shot. He only managed to hit the post. So no Zoltán Paul in the squad of Ferencvaros. He was replaced by Viktor Vadovic. Vadovic has the number 3 cap in this match, and he has the ball now. And the first exclusion of the game. So Ferencvaros now have the power play. Konstantin Harkov is out for 20 seconds. Vadovic. Merkulov. Varga. An ordinary foul, so free throw for Ferencvaros, and the block by the Brescians. So still goalless. This low-ranking semi-final. Di Somma. Luongo. Di Somma. Lapensky. And the Italians also hitting the crossbar. Once again, Soma Vogel in front of the Hungarian goal, just like yesterday. And Vogel, a slight touch, and that was a great save by the Ferencvaros goalkeeper. And another exclusion from Brescia, another chance for the green and whites to score. Argyropoulos, and somehow he manages to find the back of the net, almost a save by Tesanovic. But in the end, the Greek international Stylianos Argyropoulos take the lead for Ferencvaros.
The first goal for Ferencvaros, player number 5, Argyropoulos.
That could have been a sensational save by Tesanovic, Montenegrin international. Well, Argyropoulos had a great season regarding the group stage in the Champions League. But yesterday, it was not his match. Actually, he couldn't mention any players from Ferencvaros who played their standard. Zsolt Varga said, yes, of course, the offensive play was not the best. They had difficulties in every part of the field. Now the Italians are looking for an equalizer. Another missed attempt. So almost halfway through the first quarter, only one single goal. That was the case yesterday as well. Brescia had a slow start. And Alessandro Bovo said that that was a mistake really by the Italians, because they had to chase the opponent. And in the end, for Viameni, it was a surprise victory. Tesanovic making the save. So Brescia are still yet to score. And now Captain Cristian Presciutti passes to teammate Georgia, who missed the target. Actually, it was Vincenzo Renzuto. And here's Alessandro Bovo. Also expected a win against Viagmeni, so he was really disappointed after the match. Varga, 7 attempts yesterday and no goals by the captain, Dénes Varga, who is still one of the top players, of course, in water polo, but that was a bad day for him as well. Exclusion number 3 from the Italian side, and Dénes Varga hitting the crossbar. So Vincenzo Dolce was excluded. Still 1-0 for Ferencvaros. They also had the lead against Recco yesterday, but then Recco comfortably managed to turn the score. And the first exclusion from Ferencvaros is the number 9, Adam Nagy, who is out for 20 seconds. Now let's see what the Italians can do in this power play. They score. Boris Vapensky, the first goal scorer of Brescia.
The first goal for Brescia.
32 years of age, Boris Vapensky, former Serbian international, who represented the Georgian national team recently. Also won the Champions League with Red Star Belgrade in 2013. Vapensky, one of the most experienced players in the field. Vigvari. Another chance for Brescia to even turn the score. Now the Somma. And the Italians hit the post. They have the ball after the rebound, but the possession goes to Ferencvaros. 1 goal apiece. And Shoma Fogel. The long pass to Argyropoulos. That's a great move by Ferencvaros. And there's goal number 1 for Dénes Varga, the captain of Ferencvaros. The Olympic champion of 2008. He told in an interview that last year he had a really serious illness. For God's sake, he's all right now, and good to see him still in the water, Dénes Varga. And he desperately needed that goal after actually 8 unsuccessful attempts in the first 2 matches. So Ferencvaros once again have the lead. Shoma Fogel with the comfortable save inside the last minute now in the first quarter. Can the Hungarians double the lead? And now, when Vigvar realizes that the ball was around him. Jasic, 9 seconds on the shot clock. Vigvari. Jasic, now only 4 seconds, so Vigvari, a lob shot! And what a sensational goal for Ferencvaros. So, a 2-goal gap for the first time in favor of the Hungarians. Steshanovic beaten for the third time. One of the youngsters of Ferencvaros, only 21 years of age, Vendel Vigvári, whose younger brother Vince, the player of OSC Budapest. OSC was, of course, another participant of the group stage in the Champions League. They didn't manage to make it to the final 8. And their father, Csaba, was a Hungarian champion with Újpest in the early 90s. So it's really a water polo family. Turnover foul. Boris Vapensky complaining about that. Argyropoulos. One more attempt, and that's the end of quarter number 1.
The end of first quarter. The score is 1-3.
So there's the first quarter statistics. Only a 14% shot efficiency for Brescia, 33% for Ferencvaros. 1 extra player goal respectively. Only 1 personal foul in the Hungarian team, 3 from Brescia. Well, yesterday, as I mentioned, and you could follow us on LEN TV, that Brescia had really slow start. Vujagnmeni had the lead 4-3 after the first quarter, but they already had a 4-2 lead as well. In the second quarter, there's even a 3-goal difference between the teams, and despite some really great efforts by the Italians in the third quarter, in the end they went down by 1 goal. They were really impressive in the prelims, winning Group B ahead of Novi Belgrade, Ferencvaros and Juk Dubrovnik. Now regarding the group stage, in Brescia it was 8-4 for the Italians. In Hungary it was 10-6 for Ferencvaros. Now it's a neutral venue, and after the first quarter the Hungarians have the lead. So the second swim off. And the second quarter is underway. And once again, Gergő Fekete a bit faster than his opponent, so Ferencvaros have the first possession. Argyropoulos. Dénes Varga. Lopez towards the center forward. That's not even foul. Argyropoulos, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Vadovic. Argyropoulos. Shot goes wide. Italians are looking for their second goal, and one of the Hungarian players is left behind. Soma almost losing the ball. Luongo. And an easy save for Soma Fogel. Also coming from water polo family, the Fogel family in Hungary. Vadovic. The lost ball for Ferencvaros, Nemanja Ubovic couldn't possess it. Now he's committing a foul, and that's an exclusion foul actually. So Nemanja Ubovic is out for 26 seconds. That's the second power play for Brescia. Tresciuti. They converted the first one. And also this one, with this lucky goal, Konstantin Harkov, the goal scorer, there was a deflection. And in the end, Shoma Fogel couldn't do anything about that.
Second goal for Brescia, player number 8, Harko Konstantin.
That was the touch by Viktor Vadovic. But officially, of course, Harkov, the goal scorer, who had his debut last spring in the Croatian national team, and as I mentioned, represented the Croatians at the European Championships as well. Had a great match also in the final against Hungary, the Spaladium Arena. Jansik, Vadovic, Varga, pass to Szilárd Jansik, Varga, no foul this time on the center forward. Nemanja Ubovic was waiting for the call, but it never came. Nicolo Gitto pushing forward. And that's a great block by the Hungarians. Szilárd Jansik reduced that, and that's another exclusion. So now the foul play for Ferencvaros. Stefano Longo with his first personal foul. Varga. Argyropoulos, Merkulov, Dinesh Varga, and the block by the Italians. Vincenzo Dolce prevented Dinesh Varga in scoring the goal. Tasharovic, Alessiani, Vapensky, Vapensky, long distance shot saved by Shoma Fogel. That's a corner throw for Brescia. Dolce, Vapensky, and the one-timer, and the right post saves Fogel this time. So the score remains 3-2 for Ferencvaros. Towards the midpoint of the second quarter. Argyropoulos tries to make an attempt. He's fouled, and Dolce will be out for 20 seconds. Another extra man advantage for Ferencvaros. Argyropoulos. Jansik, and that's a great goal. So goal number 2 for the captain, Dinesh Varga, regained the 2-goal lead for Ferencvaros. There's a pass from Szilárd Jansik and the one-timer by Varga.
Fourth goal for Ferencvaros, player number 10.
No chance at all for Tasanovic. Dubi as the nickname of Dinesh Varga, and the Ferencvaros fans are chanting his nickname. His brother Daniel, of course, the head coach of OFC Budapest, another former great player of the Hungarian national team. already retired, unlike his brother, Dinesh. Nice solution from Ferencvaros. Szilárd Jansik moves out for the first time today. And another power play goal for the Italians. They've been really impressive in these kind of situations. And Konstantin Harkov with another finish. Maybe another deflection. That was a powerful shot by Harkov, former Russian international, current Croatian international. So once again, only a one goal gap between the two teams. Vigvari. That's a too long pass. Daniel Merkulov was in the center forward position. It's Oma. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Free throw. Luongo and Shoma. Fogel makes the save. Still for free. Merkulov. Vigvari. Varga. That's a great move by Ferencvaros, but no foul in the end on Erik Molnar. Another fast break chance for Brescia. That's a free throw. Asciutti was fouled by Dani Merkulov. Now the turnover foul, so Ferencvaros have the possession. We have 90 seconds to go in the second quarter. And now Merkulov pushing forward with the ball. Damonte. And the Italians catching the ball in the air. Stefano Luongo is keeping it. Vapensky. He also played in Hungary many years ago in the team of Eger. And then he signed for Brescia. Vapensky with the attempt. And Shoma Fogel with save number 5 already. Actually, Vapensky was also the player of Ortigia before joining Dynamo Tbilisi and then signed for Brescia. And now an action shot goal by the Brescians, and there's the equalizer with only 34 seconds to go before half-time. And the goal scorer is Eduardo Di Somma. So Ferencvaros won the first quarter by 3-1. Now the score is 3-1 for Brescia in the second period. Varga. Jansik. Varga. Jansik, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Dinesh Varga, Argyropoulos. And the lob shot in the end, but Vigvari doesn't manage to hit the target. And that's the end of quarter number 2.
Half-time. The score is 4-4.
So it's all even now. Brescia 4, Ferencvaros 4 at half-time. And there's the half-time statistics. 25% shot efficiency for Brescia, 30% for Ferencvaros. 2 extra period goals from each team. 5 personal fouls in the Brescian team and 3 in the Hungarian team. Konstantin Harkov, the top scorer of Brescia, with 2 goals, and 2 goals coming from Hungarian captain Dinesh Varga as well on the other side. Regarding the national championships, Brescia lost the final in Italy to Recco, 2-0 on aggregate, 7-3 and then 6-4. And surprisingly, they were beaten by Ortigia in the semi-final of the Italian Cup, 7-6. For the bronze medal, they defeated Savona, so Brescia finished as silver medalist in the Italian National Championship and as bronze medalist in the Italian Cup. Ferencvaros defeated OSC Budapest in the Hungarian Championship final, and also OSC in the Hungarian Cup final, 16-15 in a thrilling match. So 4 goals apiece, and we are heading for the third quarter, and he's Tamás Molnár, the 3-time Olympic champion, representing the TWPC here in Belgrade, member of that golden generation. Todoric Vlahos, former head coach of Olympiacos and the head coach, of course, of the Greek national team as well. So there's the third swim off. And this time the Italians reach the ball first. Stefano Luongo won the sprint, and the Italians now have the chance to take the lead. Luongo. Insomma, Dolce, the special mask. Insomma, 6 seconds on the shot clock. Alessiani. And the bad pass. Lazic was in the center forward position. Varga. The pass to Jansik. Dinesh Varga passes to Luca Da Monte. Jansik with the lob shot. There's a second lob shot goal by Ferencvaros today, and they regained the lead. Szilárd Jansik with his first today. And his first goal at the tournament, in the final tournament, I should say. All in all, it's goal number 18 in this Champions League season. Doce. Disoma. Luongo. Doce. Only 4 seconds left on the shot clock. They need to do something now. But the shot clock runs down. One more save coming from Schoma Vogel. Varga. There's the first exclusion foul of the third quarter, and Zsolt Varga calls for a timeout.
Exclusion for Brescia, player number 8, Parker Constantin, and timeout, Ferencvaros.
He's the Olympic champion of the Sydney Games from 2000. Next to him, Balázs Nyéki, the assistant coach. Also a former great player of Ferencvaros. Varga also two-time European champion, winning the 97 and the 99 championship in Seville and Florence. 10 years at the bench of Ferencvaros, but tomorrow will be his farewell match. Damonte, that's a 6-on-5 situation for Ferencvaros. Merkulov. 2 goals so far from these X-Men situations for Ferencvaros. Merkulov, and the ball is inside. So that's goal number 6 for the Hungarians. And they regain the 2-goal lead. Pass comes from Luca Damonte. And an excellent finish by Daniil Merkulov, who was a top scorer of Ferencvaros yesterday. Actually, he had a total of 9 attempts and scored twice yesterday against Recco. And this is his first today. Cristian Presciutti, who is going to retire after the end of this season, so his last but one match regarding his professional career. Gito, an exclusion from Ferencvaros, and Adam Nagy is out for 20 seconds. And Luongo finds the back of the net, and goal number 5 for Brescia. Member of the gold medalist team of Italy, the Sette Bello, in 2019 in Gwangju. 33 years of age, Luongo, one of the most experienced players of Brescia. He's not the only one who is above 30. The captain, Cristian Presciutti, 40 years of age. Bapensky, 32. Benzuto, 30. And also So Nicolagito 36. Argyropoulos. Janšík gets it back. And deflected shot. Great defensive play this time by the Italians. And now the timeout called by Alessandro Bovo.
Exclusion from Ferencvaros, player number 7,
And Gergő Fekete will be out for 20 seconds, so that's gonna be an extra man situation in favor of Brescia. As the coach of Brescia, 54 years of age, Alessandro Bovo, the Olympic champion of the Barcelona Games in 1992, and the world champion 1994 with the Italians in Rome. Also a two-time European champion, just like Zsolt Varga, his colleague. Started his coaching career in Savona 2007 and 2008 before signing for Brescia in 2009. So chance for an equalizer for Brescia. Łapęski. Rizzuto. Luongo. Janazza. And that's a great block by Ferencvaros. But Brescia still managed to score from this situation. And the goal scorer is the number 9, Jacopo Alessiani. The former Recco man. That was the block. Then came pass from Konstantin Harkov, and Alessiani with a cool finish. Argyropoulos. Out comes the goalkeeper, Tesanovic, but now the exclusion foul. And it's the number 12, Nicolagito, with his first personal foul. Nagy, Argyropoulos, Vigvari, Adam Nagy, and Tesanovic making the save. So can Brescia finally turn the score? They were trailing by 2 goals a couple of times. Vincenzo Dolce pushing forward. And that's a push shot, easily saved by Shomo Vogel. Varga. Argyropoulos. No foul on Nemanja Ubovic, so the referees let the play go on. We are inside the last 3 minutes of the third quarter. Rizzuto. Łapęski gets the call. Luongo. Rizzuto. And the one-timer. And another save by Vogel. That is save number 9 by the Hungarian goalkeeper. Varga. Varga and Tesanovic. That's save number 5 for the Montenegrin. And the last 2 minutes of this period. Alessiani. Luongo. Renzuto. Insomma. Now turnover foul. 2 goals apiece in the first quarter. Varga. Jansik. Argyropoulos. Tesanovic. And Nemanjovic couldn't get the ball after the rebound. Alessiani. Lazic. And great defensive play by Ferencvaros. Jansik making the block. And the last 45 seconds of the third quarter. Vogel. Dinesh Varga. Nagy. Just an ordinary foul. Argyropoulos with another lob shot, but this time it goes wide. Gergő Fekete tried to beat Petar Tasenovic. Seconds and another block, this time by Gergő Fekete. That's the end of quarter number 3.
The end of third quarter. The score is 6-6.
So 2 goals in succession by Ferencvaros, then 2 goals in succession by Brescia in the third period. You already saw a penalty shootout the second match today. It could be another run. There's the third quarter statistics. Well, Brescia have been really impressive in the extra player situations. 7 personal fouls in the Italian team, 5 in Ferencvaros. 7 steals already by Brescia, 4 block shots. The 4 blocks came by Ferencvaros. The team, of course, which won the Champions League title 4 years ago in Hanover in the final against Olympiacos in the penalty shootouts. They won the LEN Euro Cup twice in 2017 and 2018, and the late Cup Winners' Cup 4 times, 1975, 78, 1980 and 1998. Well, the commemoration, actually the celebration of that Cup Winner Cup title 25 years ago was held a couple of days ago in Budapest with the participation of the Ferencvaros team that played in 1998 in the final, including also Balázs Nyéki, the current assistant coach of Ferencvaros. So the last quarter is just about to start, and it's all even between Brescia and Ferencvaros. There's the last swim off. And it's won once again by the Italians, Jacopo Alessiani. And the first possession by Brescia. Presciutti. Renzuto. Nicolas Presciutti. Alessiani. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Just an ordinary foul, no exclusion. And the shot clock runs down. Varga. Vadovic. And that's a 5-meter penalty for Ferencvaros. So Daniel Merkulov was fouled.
Penalty shot for Ferencvaros.
And the captain Nicolas Presciutti with this penalty foul. No, actually it was Georgia Lazic with this foul. So the personal foul goes to him. And the converted penalty, Stylianos Argyropoulos beating Petar Tesanovic.
7 goal for Ferencvaros, player number 5, Stylianos Argyropoulos.
Second goal for the Greek today. And Ferencvaros regained the lead. Now don't forget that the winner of this game will play for the 5th place tomorrow here in the April 11th pool, and the loser will play against Jug Dubrovnik for the 7th place. Presciutti, Dolce. Insomma. Great block by Ferencvaros, at least Brescia. Another 20 seconds. Dolce. Vapenski. Now the exclusion. So, extra man advantage for Brescia.
Player number 4,
Daniel Merkulov is out now. And this time a missed power play by the Italians. And it's a double exclusion, so exclusion from both teams. That's going to be a 5-on-5 situation.
Exclusion for Ferencvaros, player number 11, Josip Zilak, and for Brescia, player number 9, Jacopo Alessiani.
So Alessiani and Jonšik, the two excluded players. Argyropoulos. Argyropoulos with the attempt, and that's going to be corner throw. He only had 2 seconds left on the shot clock. This will be another 20 seconds, of course, for Ferencvaros. And it's already 6-on-6, so no more exclusions. Four seconds on the shot clock. Merkulov gets the call. And Merkulov with the attempt. And Tesanovic making save number 7. 50% save efficiency for Tesanovic, 60% for Shoma Fogel. And the number 2 from Ferencvaros, Erik Molnár, is out, so that's another power play for Brescia. Molnár's first personal foul. Brescia looking for the first goal in the last quarter. And that's another great defensive play by Ferencvaros. Excellent block by Vendel Vigvári. Varga. Argyropoulos. Fekete. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Merkulov tried to catch the ball in the air. He was not fouled. Doce. Insomma, one single goal so far in the last quarter. We are almost halfway through. And Vogel with another great save. This is number 10. Still 7-6. Insomma. And the backhand shot. And there's the equalizer. Tommaso Gianazza making it 7-all. The youngster of this Italian team, only 20 years of age, Gianazza. Some mistakes in the defensive play this time by Ferencvaros. Soma Vogel was complaining about that. So 1 goal apiece in the last quarter. Varga. And now the exclusion from Brescia, so 6-on-5 for Ferencvaros. Eduardo Di Somma with his first personal foul. Damonte. Varga. Now only 5 seconds on the shot clock. Dinesh Varga. And the shot saved by Petar Teshanovic. Di Somma. The solution this time from Ferencvaros. Wendel Vigvari, also his first personal foul. Now they are men down and Brescia have the chance to take the lead. They couldn't do that. Yes, they could. Actually, it was inside, so goal number 8 for Brescia. It's Eduardo Di Somma, the goal scorer.
8 goal for Brescia, player number 11, Eduardo Di Somma.
Yeah, actually, powerful shot. Clearly inside. Goal number 38 in the tournament regarding the whole season. And a narrow lead for Brescia. Exclusion.
Exclusion for Brescia, player number 2, Dolce
Vincenzo Dolce moves out, his second personal foul. Varga, Jasic. Nagy, Damonte, and Varga scores. Much better performance today from the captain, scoring his third against Brescia. And it's all even now.
8 goal from Ferencvaros, player number 10, Dinesh Varga.
That's a really crucial finish by Dinesh Varga. Olympic world and European champion, winning the Beijing Games in 2008, the World Championship in Barcelona 2013, and of course the European Championship title in front of a home crowd years ago in Budapest. So he has the full collection of gold medals in the major events. We are heading for the last 2 minutes of this contest. 6 seconds left in the shot clock, and a long distance shot onto the crossbar. So Soma Foga survived this time, and Ferencvaros with the chance to regain the lead. Varga. Vadovic. One of the new signings from last summer in Ferencvaros. Dénes Varga. That was not the best pass to Viktor Vadovic, so the score remains 8-all. Now the last 80 seconds of the match. Presciutti. 5 seconds on the shot clock. There's the free throw. And the block by Ferencvaros. But this way, they also have the possession. Since the ball left the pool. So now the last minute of the game. Dénes Varga. It was 8-all after regular time in the previous match, the first semi-final between Barceloneta and Novi Belgrade. The score is 8-all now here as well, but we still have 48 seconds to go. So Konstantin Harkov is excluded, and now the timeout call. Ferencvaros. And I can tell you that is the final exclusion for Harkov. That was his third personal foul, so he's the first player who is ejected from the game. One more player in the Italian side with 2 personal fouls to his name, Vincenzo Dolce from Ferencvaros. It's Adam Nagy and Szilárd Jancsik, who also have 2 personal fouls to their names. So, great chance for Ferencvaros to take the lead in the very last minute of this match. Damonte. Varga. Argyropoulos. Damonte. Dénes Varga. And there's the goal coming from Daniel Merkulov. Once again he scores his second. Yesterday he finished with 2 goals against Prorecco. 9-8 for Ferencvaros. And now the timeout called by Alessandro Bovo. Brescia will have one more chance, one more offensive play to take this match to the penalty shootout. Excellent finish by the Russian. Former teammate, of course, of Konstantin Harkov in the Russian national team. But Harkov already represents the Croatian team, of course. So Brescia came here as a group winner from the prelims. Surprisingly lost in the quarterfinal to Vujagmeni. Now they are on the edge of another loss. And if they lose, then tomorrow they will only play for 7th place against Juk Dubrovnik. So, the last chance for Brescia. Boris Vapensky, the former Eger player. Gets it back. Vincenzo Dolce. 12 seconds to go. And now the exclusion from Ferencvaros. 6-on-5 for Brescia. Dénes Varga, the captain, is out for 20 seconds. And the block by Ferencvaros. And the save. And the Hungarians survive. Excellent defensive play in the end. And Ferencvaros winning the game against Brescia just like 2 years ago in the semi-final here in Belgrade. So out of the 3 matches against each other in this season, Ferencvaros managed to win 2. the group match in Budapest and the classification match for the 5th to 8th places here in the final tournament. So this is the full-time statistics. In the end, only a 25% shot efficiency for Brescia, 36% for Ferencvaros, who have really improved in the second half of the game in the extra man situations. 12 personal fouls in the Italian team, 10 in the Hungarian team, 7 steals from Brescia. But look at this, 8 blocks by Ferencvaros. And the top scorer is the captain, the legendary player of the Hungarians, Dénes Varga,